I still remember the day my son walked out of the house without looking back. The door closed softly, but the sound echoed in my heart like a final goodbye. Since then, the house has felt too big, too quiet, and painfully empty. For years, my life revolved around him. I worked long hours, sacrificed my dreams, and ignored my own needs so he could have a better future. I believed love and effort were enough to keep a family together. As a single parent, I carried both responsibilities and hopes on my shoulders. I was strict when I needed to be and gentle when he was hurting. I thought he understood why I made certain choices. But as he grew older, distance slowly crept between us. Our conversations became shorter, our arguments longer. He accused me of controlling his life, while I accused him of being ungrateful. The night he left, we had a small argument that turned into something much bigger. Words were said that could not be taken back. I watched him pack his bag with shaking hands. I wanted to stop him, to apologize, to beg him to stay. But pride and pain kept me silent. I told myself he would come back once he cooled down. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. His room remained untouched, like a frozen moment in time. I often sat on his bed, holding his old jacket, breathing in memories. Loneliness became my constant companion. I ate meals alone and talked to myself just to hear a voice in the house. Nights were the hardest, filled with regret and unanswered questions. I blamed myself endlessly. Maybe I was too strict. Maybe I didn't listen enough. Every what-if haunted my thoughts. Friends told me to move on and focus on myself. But how do you move on from your own child? A parent's heart doesn't forget so easily. One evening, I found an old photo of us smiling at the park. He was young, holding my hand tightly, afraid to let go. That memory broke me completely. For the first time, I allowed myself to cry without holding back. I realized that pretending to be strong had only made the pain heavier. I decided to write him a letter. Not to blame him, not to lecture him, but to tell him I loved him no matter what. I apologized for my mistakes and admitted my fears. Sending that letter was terrifying. I didn't know if he would read it or throw it away. But for the first time, I felt I had done something right. While waiting, I started focusing on healing myself. I took walks, met old friends, and slowly rebuilt a routine. I learned that my life still had value. One morning, my phone buzzed with a message from an unknown number. My hands trembled as I opened it. It was my son. He didn't say much, just that he needed time but appreciated my letter. Those few words felt like light entering a dark room. I understood then that letting go doesn't always mean losing someone forever. Sometimes it means giving them space to find their way back. I am still alone, and the pain hasn't disappeared. But now it is mixed with hope instead of despair. I don't know what the future holds, but I know this. A parent's love doesn't end when a child leaves. It waits patiently, believing that one day the door might open again.